Thanks to Chime for sponsoring today's episode. There's a seltzer can underneath your chair.
No.
I'm looking at it.
Don't.
He got a Spindrift.
I think
wonder
Like
if
getting
it's
ice,
mine.
but you just
I
have to
think
chug
it's
a seltzer.
LaCroix.
Oh,
LaCroix.
Really under there.
It's really under
and
there.
it's knocked
good.
over.
You guys ever been in this situation? You drop something and it's really underneath you, and you don't. And you, luckily, you have a long spider friend who can just reach under everything and get it for you.
They call me Long Spider Friend.
Long spider friend.
But this episode feels different.
It is a little different.
Yeah, I think it's because, well, there's no Rainie today.
There is no Rainie today.
Whoa!
Rainie
You
is
were
out
there the whole
sick.
time?
You are
Big J
pulling boring old Jonathan off the
Oh.
bench. I'm here. I'm in the
Boring old
studio.
Jonathan.
I prefer to call you Electric J.
Oh, well, that is what they call me on the dance floor.
Oh,
That
that's good. That's his
yeah.
DJ name.
DJ, yeah, Electric J. But yeah, so I'm hopping in for Rainie today,
That's right.
and I cooked up a little something with Miles
That's
that, to my knowledge, has never been done on a podcast before. If that's not true,
That's right.
please let me know in the comments.
200 and something episodes strong.
Wow.
But before we do that, I gotta get something for you,
Yes,
Miles.
please.
Ready.
Yeah.
So stand by.
Jonathan's
Standing by.
leaving?
Jonathan's
I
leaving.
can't deal with this. Our producer's leaving. Oh, it's a garbage can.
You don't like the... Yeah.
Okay,
thank you.
Miles
for
is
that.
going to shit into a garbage
What is
can.
happening?
live
I'm going
on
to
the
shit
pod.
myself live on the show.
Is the segment digging through garbage?
Close.
I just go through.
Close.
It's all your garbage. from
Yeah,
your
it's
home.
like a mystery box challenge.
Actually, Miles, can you move? It's not quite on frame.
Yeah. You do you want me to
Let's
move
see.
it in front of me?
Should it be between you and Zach so you smell
How about-
the garbage?
This feels.
well,
I feel like
here-
I should put it here.
Okay,
I
let's
think
move our table.
Well, you guys put that there, and I will go grab the next thing.
There's
Why
more?
don't you put this
Oh,
on
yeah.
this side?
No, you are not going to do what I think you're going to do.
What do you think he's going to do?
Drink a gallon of milk.
That's right, Keith. But I think we should wait till Jonathan's back.
How did you guess that?
How the hell did you guess that?
Because you love milk. Whole.
Whole ass milk.
And we can't do this. We
I'm
cannot.
gonna do it.
You can't. You're going to vomit.
I'm not gonna vomit.
You are
I
going to
have an
vomit.
hour. I'm not gonna vomit.
You're going to vomit.
He guessed it. He guessed the thing.
Of course I guessed it. Of course I fucking guessed it.
What do you mean, of course?
The
Not
garbage
only-
can.
not-
the exit.
Not only am I'm going to drink an entire gallon of milk, but it's not even gonna be that hard, right?
No,
And
you're
look
gonna
what's on the side of this.
So
Tell me what's on the side of this.
Oh my God.
So this is a classic all-American gallon of piss, and we've got
it's organic, I see on the
well, it's cow
side.
piss, I guess. And we've got a couple different levels here. We have chugging stories, which is such a funny segment.
These are markers for progress. It's like
Yes.
that giant gallon of water when it's like 8 a.m. You got this.
Exactly.
2 p.m.
That's
Keep
right.
going, girl.
Now we have chugging stories, trivia number 1, trivia number 2, trivia number 3. So a lot of trivia, and then little vegan treat right there at the end.
Miles, you gotta make it to the end.
So
You
if-
gotta.
If Miles makes it to the end, you guys get a little vegan treat.
oh!
And the trivia, I must say,
Easy.
comes with prizes.
Okay,
So
okay.
there is
I was going to say the
something
little
on the
vegan
line.
treat doesn't interest me.
Okay.
But prizes?
The prizes,
right.
and you're gonna shit yourself over these prizes.
He's
Well,
going to
I'm
vomit.
gonna shit
Yeah.
myself, maybe. So I guess like the gallon challenge is done over 10 minutes.
No, it's an hour.
Oh.
It is traditionally
That's
an
what
hour.
I'm saying. It's an hour, and
So-
you're going to do it, and no one does this successfully.
I don't think that. I think people are full of it.
So many questions here. I've never heard of the gallon challenge. So this is a thing where Miles is going to attempt over the next hour to chug a gallon of milk.
No,
and
yeah.
you are
Chug.
saying
Sip.
He can sip.
I have an
I got him a
hour.
goblet. He's
You-
got a goblet
you
right
wuss.
here.
Why would I chug when
You
I could
wuss.
sip that sweet cream?
you absolute wuss. So you're telling me that people attempt this. Keith, you seem unwell.
Keith is very worried.
Because I know all about this. The premise is, can you drink a gallon of milk in an hour? There's tape under your chair. That's the issue. And you can't, because your stomach doesn't have the volume of space for it, as well as your body temperature alone raises the temperature of the milk as it sits inside of you.
So,
And it becomes hot milk,
Oh,
98-degree milk.
my baby's having hot milk all
And
the time.
everyone who does it vomits.
Well, now I'm not trying to, push the limits of physics here. I'm just trying to attempt it. I
That's
may
right.
give up
Yeah.
You should.
if I feel, but let's see how much
but
I can
Miles,
do.
You got to get to the little vegan treat.
Well, if he doesn't reach the line, we don't get the vegan treat.
We don't get the
Those
treat.
are the rules. But
So let's-
I did make it clear to Miles that he does not actually have to do this just for like legal reasons. but I think he's got it.
Oh, this
So
looks
let's pour one.
gross.
Oh, by the way, I'm definitely going to be able to do this.
Oh, look at it. Look, he's already poured past chugging.
You guys know
stories.
I have ice cream every single night. I have yogurt most days for breakfast. I have a full glass of milk most days. All of this is whole.
But you don't do all those things in 1 hour.
We're already way past chugging stories.
Okay, well, let's start with chugging stories.
Let's have a lovely little sip of nature's candy.
This makes me.
I've got a chugging
Oh,
story.
man, that's good.
It's whole.
It's whole, it's creamy, it's delightful. Cheers.
Cheers.
To everyone out there,
Cheers.
sip along with me.
For all of you out there also drinking your gallon of milk, cheers
Oh,
to
You know
you.
what? Pull up, open your fridge.
Open your
Pull
fridge.
out your milk.
Pull out your milk. If I had a PB&J, I'd be like, I'd do this double time.
I want to, as you start to sip
He's
this.
sipping right now.
I
Go.
first Googled the autocomplete was, can I drink a gallon of milk in a day? And from healthline.com, it says a gallon of milk delivers 4,800 milligrams, well surpassing the daily recommendation of 1,000 milligrams for most adults. And this is highlighted. Such a high daily intake of this mineral could be harmful. So that's over the course of a day. But
Yeah, fake
now
news.
let's change it to an hour because maybe it's more helpful.
Yeah. It's probably better for you.
The human stomach can't process an entire gallon of milk in one sitting. Taking part in the gallon challenge won't put a child at risk for long-term health problems, but you can expect a severe case of vomiting, diarrhea, cramps, and bloating.
Miles, you're gonna be fine. Also, what do you have going on the rest of the day? You don't have anything important.
I'm supposed to shoot something.
Maybe you can
can't.
hang out with our special guest.
But I think, honestly, I'm going to be able to do it.
I think that you're, by
Nobody
the way,
believes in me.
that was written in the POV of a child.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not a
not a
child.
child.
I'm
He's
way
an
bigger than a
adult.
child.
Yeah, you're actually like 6 children.
And I can eat a lot.
You're a
I bet
six-pack.
because Keith can eat a lot too. He could probably do the gallon challenge, but he would shit himself earlier because he's lactose. I'm not lactose intolerant. And I hate that I'm being peer pressured into being so.
You're all intolerant, and
Of
we
my-
won't stand for
And
it.
I can't believe you choosing a whole over 2%, 1%.
So Jonathan
Yeah.
texted me about this.
Yeah.
He said, do you want whole? And I said, without whole, I believe it would be cheating.
Yeah.
I think if I was
That's
to choose
true.
skim, that's like not a problem for me. I could do skim easy.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Mickey Mouse
because
rings.
he says he's gonna be chugging, but he's talking so much, and you can't sip and
I have a
talk
whole
at the
hour.
same
I have a whole
time.
hour.
Keith, you have some chug stories, I believe.
So I have my favorite game in college, which was a drinking game, was called
Sorry, I just turned and looking over and seeing Miles.
was called Moose. Does anybody know the game Moose?
I don't know
It
Moose.
also
No.
it's kind of like quarters. Do you know what
Okay.
quarters is? Quarters is you slam
bounce
a
a
quarter
quarter?
on the ground and it bounces into a cup, and if
Yeah.
you get it in the cup, someone else drinks.
Yeah.
Well, this was a complicated version.
filthy.
Yes. So this is you play with
disgusting.
yes, you play with a ice cube tray. And it's long ways away from you. And on the left, so you bounce a quarter, and if it lands in the left side, you give out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sips. The right side, though, you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sips.
Oh,
So if you land it
I
on the
see.
left side at 3, I could be like 1 sip for Miles, 1 sip for Zach, 1 sip for
High
Kaylin,
risk, high
who's in the
reward.
corner. I don't know if you know that Kaylin's in the room. Kaylin's in the room. But
What up, Kaylin?
at the far end of that ice cube tray is a bowl with a beer in it. A full beer has been poured into a bowl. If you slam the quarter and it flies all the way into the bowl, everybody has to put their hands up like a moose. and the person who
Moose bowl.
and the person who does it last has to chug a bowl of beer, chug a bowl of beer, chug it, chug a bowl of beer, and everyone just chanted that. But it's a great, fun game for the college students out there, and it's fun because everybody gets to be a moose, and often people will stay like that and start being a moose while the other people are chugging. It's just a delightful game. You have an ice cube tray, you've got a bowl, you've got a quarter. You know, you don't have to go to the shop for a ping pong ball. You don't have to go to the shop for
Okay, but again, the quarter.
the quarter does go in the beer.
That
Yeah.
is just.
That's
I thought
gross.
I thought that beer pong was gross because the ball bounces on some dirty college floor and then
Yeah.
goes in your cup. That is
You can watch the quarter.
You-
Are you so soft that you're like, the quarter's going in the beer?
Okay. Meanwhile,
Like,
Miles.
all right, come on. Did you go to school?
You're like a mean king right now.
No, but like, yeah, the quarter goes to the beer. When I was in college, we were
filthy
fucking,
with milk,
Yeah.
berating me.
yeah, filthy. I'm drunk on milk, baby. I'm
He's
about to
taking
finish
his
my
His
first glass.
glasses are
gla-
gone because he can't see already.
Blinded by the milk, wrapped up like a milk. About to finish
You're
my
gonna be
first.
so phlegmy.
You're about halfway through your
Oh.
first cup, maybe
Yeah.
maybe 3/5.
Oh, what time? What's my time?
You're at 4 minutes. I have a timer on for you.
I said
I
you
gave
drink
you
a
a minute.
glass every 10 minutes, and I probably finish this puppy.
You think there's 6 glasses of milk in a gallon?
This is how much I got down here, but I guess it was thinner.
It's
at the top.
thinner. It's about to get thick.
I'm now wondering, do you want to go over under here, Keith? Because I'm now thinking that he may not even get to trivia 2.
Oh, are you out of your mind?
No.
I can do a half gallon.
He's definitely gonna get to 3/4 of a gallon, and that might be
Yeah,
enough to make him start vomiting.
I don't want to vomit.
Wow.
That's literally what happens to everyone who does this.
We'll do the cinnamon challenge. I
That's actually less healthy.
think it's more dangerous.
Yeah,
Some
it's
people
more
die.
dangerous.
Tune
Yeah,
in
you
next
can-
week.
Yeah, tune in next
Tune
week for the
next week.
cinnamon challenge.
We're going back through the late aughts challenge
right.
series.
Not a bad idea. Late aughts Olympics.
Oh, did people used to do this with different colored milk, and
Yes.
then they would vomit different
Colors,
colors?
yes.
I hate
Yes.
vomiting more than anything in the world.
Why did you agree to do this, Miles?
Everyone hates vomiting. No one likes vomiting.
But I'm not a good vomiter. My
Oh.
nose gets stopped up. I
Yeah.
can't
Does
breathe.
it come out your
Can
nose?
you be a good I didn't know there was skill
Some people
involved.
literally, some people are so good at vomiting that they're like used to vomiting drinking. Kaylin's raising her hand. And it's like, oh yeah, I just go, blah. And then I'm like, I'm actually fine. Like some people are like, I feel nauseous. Blah. I'm like, I feel a little nauseous. It's like horrible.
That sound was actually his nose expressing
Yeah.
vomit.
it's bad. It's bad.
Both of his nostrils
It
individually
goes out of my
scream.
nose.
Oh,
My
no.
abs are so strong, so it kind of pushes it.
Shoots out his ears.
Zach, do you have any good chugging stories?
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, boy.
Sip, baby, sip.
Look at the legs on that milk.
Look at the legs on that milk.
I've never been a chugger.
Okay.
I
Butt chugger though.
well, butt chugging, of course. I
Can you
can't.
butt chug a gallon of milk?
Oh,
Yeah, would that count under
All right, I feel like that'd be
league
more
rules?
possible.
Yeah, like if you get down to
Where's
Little Vegan
Steve-O?
Tree.
Where the hell is Steve?
I'm not gonna butt chug a gallon. of
Call
milk.
Steve.
I hate to say this again, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
what would happen to you if you butt chugged?
What if you did half in your tummy
Uh-huh.
and half in your butt?
That's right. Half on YouTube, half on Patreon.
Looks like someone needs a refill.
Miles has downed his first goblet of milk.
Now
My
here's
first
a question.
refilling.
He's
And we're past chugging
refilling.
stories, so sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Zach.
Here's
What's
Zach
your
with
chugging
time.
You
story?
missed your chance.
He's gonna refill, and now he's past
Trivia
trivia
one!
one.
Oh, we're at trivia
but does he
one.
have to drink it in order to unlock it?
No, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and ask the question.
But also
Yeah.
my chugging story. I used to chug a lot in college. Loved getting drunk. We would do beer bongs and stuff. That was kind
Yeah.
of a fun chug
The
experience.
first time you do a beer bong, it's really just shocking.
Oh my god, it's
really
so
shocking.
It's cold.
That pressure, yeah, it's cold, it's bubbly, and there's so much pressure, and you've never had pressurized liquid go down your gullet like that
So
before.
fast.
I just to be the alternative voice here. Can't imagine anything less desirable than chugging a beer or really any of it.
love it.
I'm incapable of chugging. I squirrel my liquid and then slowly swallow it.
Holds
so
it in his mouth.
my cheeks puff up and then I swallow. That's since I was a kid. That's how I drink every liquid.
Squirrel.
I don't know how to just have
To swallow.
an open throat. It needs to.
Okay.
It needs to get into the lobby.
That is not what I've
first.
heard.
It needs to hang out in the living room, and then we can go to the bedroom. Okay. So it hangs out in my cheeks. But beer, especially, like, what is the point here? Because if you want to do a shot, if you want to,
No, it's about toughness. It's about being.
yeah. See, I'm out.
How's it going over there?
Woo! Stomach feeling a little.
You're doing great, Miles. You're
No
doing great.
way.
Well, you're probably honestly, even though it looks like you're more of a third of the way through, you're probably only a quarter of the way through, and you're actually not because that glass is full.
That's right.
So you're
You
probably
just
like a
decanted.
fifth.
Well, you know what
Yeah.
it is that this glass is also deceivingly big.
Yeah, it's a goblet.
It's a goblet, so it's like probably a good 16 ounces of milk.
Yes.
So you already are feeling what?
My stomach's just feeling a little wobbly.
Well, let's not focus. Did you have yogurt this morning?
No, but I had 2 cups of coffee and espresso and a little bit of chocolate.
You are
donut.
going to explode out
Oh
your
my
ass.
God.
A little bit of
No!
chocolate, did you say?
A little bit of chocolate donut. We walked to a coffee shop.
Okay.
Me
A
and
little
the fam.
chocolate.
You knew this
Little
was happening
chocolate.
today.
Sorry, that's my life, baby. I live my life one donut at a time.
What could he have done to properly have prepared his?
I
maybe
thought
a,
about
a-
having nothing,
Called in sick.
and then I forgot about it.
I think
Yeah.
a big plate of spaghetti.
Oof.
So
Keith, if you help me with this, we could probably go halvesies. Galen, Permission to.
I went to a church camp where they would do this, but they would all chug it in like 2 minutes, and they would all just projectile vomit into the river, and everybody was standing there hooting and hollering, and then we would pray after.
Here's the thing.
Wait, you would pray?
You know what? The Christians, they can't like openly say, "Oh yeah, drink a bunch of alcohol and have a lot of fun doing that." So they are adrenaline junkies. They love roller coasters, and I guess they also love puking in the river, which is inarguably hilarious. That is the kind of church event I do want to go to, because if 20 teenagers for Jesus are puking, that's so funny to watch.
Puking for Christ.
Let me say this, because I know that there are some people listening who I know some people can't listen or watch people vomit, right?
Yeah, sure.
That makes sense.
Very triggering to you. So I want to give you my word right now that we will not include any retching sounds in this episode.
Totally.
That's not a promise.
On Patreon, you can get all the Miles vomit you want.
We will not show you visual vomiting in this episode.
That's right.
But we do have our new Try Guys Tripods Patreon. So we've got Tripod Good Pleasures. You can sit with us if you want to see.
And Tripod's
right.
on second try. So all the premiere
there you go.
content you could ever want, all the uncensored, unfiltered, raw vomit content you want.
And Fake Pod is also on the Patreon. So I
That is
imagine
right.
maybe we'll do a debrief on there.
Yeah. We'll have to have Miles on for the postmortem.
Oh, yeah. Can I get a water as well?
Pay cycles, they're antiquated. Why do we wait for payday? Life doesn't wait for payday. Why should we? Well, with a Chime checking account, you get access to products like MyPay, which lets you get up to $500 of your pay between paychecks with no credit check, no interest, no mandatory fees. You can learn more at chime.com/tryguys. I used to live paycheck to paycheck when I was in my 20s, and sometimes in between your paychecks, you have a sudden expense. There should be a better way. Well, Chime is that better way. You get covered on debit card purchases and cash withdrawals with SpotMe, there's no monthly maintenance fees, and you have access to over 50,000 fee-free ATMs. Take more control of your finances and stop waiting for payday. Open your account in minutes at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys. Chime feels like progress. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Deposits are FDIC insured through the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. up to applicable limits. MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply. MyPay credit limits range $20 to $500, $2 fee to get funds instantly. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs.
There's something about the milk taste that's starting to sour in my mouth.
that's not a good idea.
Just a little sip, just a palate cleanser.
Miles, you want some trivia to
Milk
go with that
trivia?
water? some milk trivia, perhaps?
Would love it.
All right. Who directed the very first Got Milk commercial in 1993? Here are your options.
Spielberg.
I have a weird guess.
David Fincher.
That was going to be my guess.
B. Sofia Coppola. C. Spike Jonze.
Okay.
Or D. Michael Bay.
Ooh.
Spike Jonze is an attractive one.
Spike Jonze feels right for the era, right?
Yeah, for the era. But I also think that because Zach thought it was David Fincher, thank you so much.
Fincher was a big... So if our audience doesn't know, David Fincher directed The Social Network, Seven, Fight Club, great director.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
The best
He
one
was
of all.
a big
He's
commercial director in the 90s. And outside of this question, I wouldn't have guessed that he directed that. But since it's a trivia question,
Okay. Are you locking in Fincher?
I'm locking in Fincher.
All right, Miles, what do you got?
I gotta say it's Spike Jonze for me.
Okay.
I think he fits the bill, baby.
He has too much panache.
Just to vary it up, I'm going Michael Babe.
I think that's the next best choice.
Okay.
But there's no...
I think it's too early for him to have been doing those.
No, he
but I'm not-
definitely... I mean, he
in the
started,
early
I think,
90s?
in Victoria's Secret, but like he had too much of a bombastic
But
style.
Victoria's Secret was later.
Okay,
I
maybe.
remember that Victoria's Secret commercial.
Oh, I
because
bet
it
you
was
do.
there were
We'll get into that.
explosions.
We'll get into that.
So, yeah.
And the answer is Michael Bay.
Wow!
He wins it. And
Huge!
here
What's my prize?
is your prize.
Prizes?
Oh, fuck yeah!
It's a bouncy ball.
Bouncy ball!
Whoa! Oh! That was fun!
Dude,
this
that
is
is
fun
a-
for me to have at the office. I can't take it home because it'll kill my child.
Oh yeah, he will absolutely try to eat
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Definitely
a good fun
choking
fact,
hazard.
though, Jonathan. I like that.
It's do you guys know this commercial?
No.
Well, I guess I don't know the commercial. I know the print campaign.
So yes, the campaign
Keith's bouncing the ball. He's having so much
Keith
fun.
is liking this prize way more than I thought he would. This is
Whoa!
I think so.
stuck in the plant.
Dude, I fucking love bouncy balls.
The plant that I put there to cover up the power outlet.
That's right.
Yeah. So this commercial is it's the Aaron Burr commercial, and so it's this guy. He's sitting in this like warehouse / museum, and he's surrounded by all of this paraphernalia specifically for the Aaron Burr versus Alexander Hamilton duel. And so he's sitting there and he's listening to the radio and he's eating a peanut butter sandwich. And on the radio, it's like a call-in show, and they're like, "Okay, caller 9, can you tell me who killed Alexander Hamilton?" And he's like,
funny.
he's surrounded by he's dedicated his whole life to this, but he doesn't have a beverage, and he's eating a peanut butter sandwich. So he calls and he's like, like he can't pronounce it, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, going to the next caller." And
That
then it
is-
goes,
That's awesome.
got milk.
crushing.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's so
I do
funny.
remember this commercial.
Yeah.
Like I had fully forgotten it, but I do remember the peanut butter man.
The
Milk
peanut butter
Club.
man. I went on a little bit of a deep dive on the Got Milk campaign. If you guys
Well,
are
I love-
interested,
Yeah, I'm very
Miles,
interested.
Miles, you need to
dairy
keep drinking.
propaganda.
I'm still drinking. Hang on.
You got to keep
I'll
drinking.
say Miles has had about 2 sips of his new chalice.
There we go.
Goblet
There
number
was a
2.
big
yeah,
gulp.
there we go. You're doing great, buddy.
Yes. We should get you some Oreos.
Milk's best friend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We might have some. Do you would you like extra things to put in your stomach?
I would.
Jonathan,
Okay.
you
Yes.
tell him about Got Milk. I'll go get the Oreos.
Okay. Thanks,
There you
Zach.
go.
For my
Thank you, Zach.
friend
Thank you,
Miles.
Zach.
I am loving this milk.
So Got Milk was created in 1993 by I'm just reading this, San Francisco ad agency Goodby, Silverstein and Partners for the California Milk Processor Board.
Oh.
A
Oh, it's California. Of
nonprofit,
course
yeah,
it's
a
California.
nonprofit marketing board for California dairy processors,
Yeah.
big dairy. The famous milk mustache was actually a separate campaign.
Really?
Yeah, it was by look at my notes, Milk PEP. That is the Milk Processor Education Program, which is the national version of that, of like a lobbying, marketing kind of campaign. And so their original campaign was the Milk Mustache, and it had the tagline, "Milk, what a surprise." They then noticed
That's a terrible slogan.
What a surprise.
their first
What do you mean? What
their
a surprise.
their first campaign featured Naomi Campbell with the milk mustache and the phrase "Milk, what a surprise."
That's sort of horny.
It's honestly,
yeah.
it is, but it's a terrible slogan.
Yeah.
It's a terrible slogan.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise
No.
to have milk.
No.
Milk is the first thing babies have.
Right.
So like humans are all mammals. All mammals have milk.
So soon after that, Milk PEP
Miles
realized
is going with his first Oreo
Oh, he's
dip. I
doing
want
the
to tell
first
you
dunk.
outside, the office is aghast that
Yeah.
you are eating an Oreo.
Wow.
Because they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
They just think they said, "You're giving him more?"
Yeah.
I'm your palate cleanser.
I agree.
Go on, Jonathan.
Maybe you should get a peanut butter sandwich too.
Ooh. So anyway, so Milk PEP realized that they had a bad slogan, and so they licensed the Got Milk
Yeah.
from the other campaign,
Yeah.
and then the two became one, and the rest is history. But interestingly enough, this was all according to an article in Fast Company, which I hope is a reputable site.
Yeah, it is.
In the end, the campaign actually didn't really work.
What?
There was
Really? That's like
this
the
is-
biggest campaign of the 90s.
It is, but according to a report by CoBank, over a 30-year period from 1970 to 2010, milk consumption has declined nationally
That's
from
so
28.6 gallons to 20.9 gallons. So,
Wow.
huge cultural impact, did not do what they actually wanted it to.
That's
Well-
so interesting.
That makes sense to me because I feel like in the 20s to 2000s, rather, that was when soy milk started
Yep.
uprising and other milks started coming in.
Yeah.
Now, the better other milks, I think, came in all the last like 7
Yeah.
years.
Almond, oat.
Almond, oat being
Yeah.
a delicious
I think
milk.
oat's the best one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
Oat all the way.
By the way,
Yeah.
I've said this before, and Miles called me insane. He's a convert. This is huge.
Well,
oat
to
milk?
what? To oat milk?
I've always
It's the
liked
best. It's the best of the faux milks
Oh,
for
I thought
sure.
you were saying over real milk.
No,
Oh.
fuck that. What am I dumb?
Every so often, I do have real milk because it's like underneath the menu, and I've been given a spicy thing, and we only have real milk, and I do like it.
Oh, it's like, look at that.
The
Creamy.
flavor, the creaminess, it is nice, but my stomach immediately hurts. Like
Oh, see, I'm immune to the hurting.
That's
I mean, I feel
lovely.
gross now because I've had a lot of it.
you have had a decent chunk.
Also, how many ounces are in a gallon?
I think it's 128.
yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad.
That's
so
how many
once I finish
hours
this,
James Franco had his arm pinned in the rock.
Beautiful.
128, you say?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me just even this up so that way I know that I will have had 30 ounces of milk.
This is bleak because
I'm
now
saying
Miles
even
is refilling his chalice before he's even finished.
Because I'm trying to get it so that way I know there's 96 there.
How do
Okay, great.
Are there natural ounce markings on
There
the
is.
jug?
It says
That's
so
beautiful.
96 ounces left.
Okay.
And I will have
30 ounces.
this will be about 30 ounces. If there's 128, you said?
That's correct.
This marks about 30 ounces.
If you can do 40 ounces, that'll be
Yeah.
like having a 40
That's
of
right.
beer.
A 40.
That's not a problem.
Which I feel like that's a
Yeah.
lot of milk, but not too much.
What's so halfway is 60?
It would
is
be
68?
64.
64, 128.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for half.
Okay.
I love
we
that.
readjusted
Goalposts.
our expectations.
Because I'm realizing now that I don't want to vomit. But if I shit myself, that I can take.
Okay. Okay.
You
I'm
can.
supposed to go to Costco later to shoot something. So
see the
if
way
I
that
shit
he's
myself
moving
there,
the goalposts
I know
here?
it's fucked up.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It's fucked up. We had an agreement, and the viewers clicked on this expecting.
No, I'm
you know,
attempting it.
What are we calling this? The half-gallon challenge?
Well,
No,
it's
we're calling
attempting the gallon challenge.
calling it the gallon
If I feel
challenge.
good
Yeah.
after half, I'm going to keep
Yeah.
going.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like you're aiming anymore because you said I'm aiming for half. You,
Oh my
you don't
God,
have to
yes,
chug
yes,
miles.
yes, yes.
He's chugging the
yes,
goblet.
yes.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yes,
god.
Yes.
30
Wow.
ounces down.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That's damn.
Now,
That's
I do
impressive.
feel bad because we just kind of bullied you, but I do feel great because that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Time
Yeah.
to refill.
Bully.
Da, 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 da.
You know,
Whoa, two.
bully stems from bull, and bulls are cows, and cows give us milk.
That's right.
This one,
That's right.
whew. This one didn't go down as much because the gallon is thicker.
That's
To
right.
Yeah, 'cause
translate
you
what
had the
Miles is
handle
trying to
hole.
say here is
Yeah.
that he poured a full chalice, but
Uh-huh.
it didn't make as much visual progress in the gallon because the thickness is changing. So that one did not bring us to trivia number 2.
No, it didn't. We're going to have to vamp. And I will say that I didn't do the best job of evenly spacing out the milestones. And
You
that's on
actually did
me.
pretty good because you're almost on the line where they are.
Well, almost doesn't quite cut it. Just
Yeah.
like if you almost do the gallon
Ooh.
challenge, it doesn't quite count.
I have
Keith,
a, I have a
what's up?
topic.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Can you rotate that jug the other way? Rotate the jug the other way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I like how milk jugs let you put your hand kind of through the milk.
Yeah.
I love that
It's a
part.
satisfying handle.
The fact that the handle is the way it is means that like you're kind of grabbing the milk itself for a moment.
No, it is. Yeah. Froze if you froze this puppy.
You'd be grabbing milk.
Oh, starting to feel a little milky.
What are you feeling?
I sort of feel like I'm going to shit my pants. And I also sort of feel like you know, when your mouth gets wet.
Yes. Yes, when your saliva begins.
Like moisture in the air before a tornado.
I do
Yeah.
like it. It is a good. It's a helpful reflex that your body does, where it like say it's like, hey, something's happening. Here's a bunch of saliva to lube yourself up.
It is just being in proximity of this is making me feel nauseous.
I feel like I'm going to shit my
Well, all you did was have three portions of coffee, a donut, and now you're like a
And
third of the
an
way through a
espresso.
gallon of milk and espresso. Right.
I also was like, in my mind when I was planning out my day, I was like, well, I'll have a gallon of milk, and then the rest of the day will be uninterrupted, full work. And I'm like, I think if I eat this, I'm gonna have to go shit my pants for the rest of the day.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done a 9 a.m. podcast.
Oh,
It should have been at the end of the day, right
at the
before
end of the
bed.
day.
Right before bed, so you
Yeah.
can shit all night instead.
Now, if Miles takes
Yeah.
a pausey roo
Uh-huh.
to do a little poopy roo,
Yeah.
I'd say that is fair game.
Fair game.
You
How
think
so?
you think the poop is gonna make enough room for the gallon of
Yeah, I don't
milk
think
in his
stomachs work
stomach?
that way.
The
Stomachs
milk's
are
running
this.
right through me, they
Stomachs
say.
are this big.
Well, it's a podcast, so you got to tell me.
The stomach is the size of your fist.
No way.
That's the average human size. Now, that's what it is, but they can stretch. Certain people's stomachs can stretch more, but they don't stretch much more than 2 to 3 times the size of your fist.
You know what he's doing that's smart? Sugar and the anticipation of sugar makes your stomach bigger.
That's right.
I can just sort of
That's
feel my
science.
intestines expanding.
I think it actually just makes you think.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so maybe by having a little Oreo,
Uh-huh.
it's giving them that
Ooh,
little
yeah,
Milk is
sugar.
full of
Tricking.
sugar.
Milk is full of sugar.
There's sugar in milk. Well, if there's a nutrition fact on that,
Oh yeah.
how much sugar is
How much added
how much sugar?
In
How
a
much
second.
sugar is in that?
Should we bring the podcast to the bathroom?
I can just feel it. Before you take a big shit. Total sugar. 16 servings per container.
Okay.
12 grams of sugar per serving. So
Not that bad.
16 times 12? That's not too much sugar at all.
that's kind of a lot, but it's probably less than a candy bar.
192 grams.
How many grams is in a candy bar?
less than that. Probably like 30. I think they're pretty sugar packed.
Well, yeah. So if I down this and down another one, I'll be halfway.
Miles, I do want to reiterate, you don't have to do this
Thank
for
you.
legal reasons.
No, I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. I think it's just that.
I'd say legal and optic reasons.
Yeah, well, yes, that
Try
too,
Guys made
that
me
too.
shit my pants.
Yeah,
Is a
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I can make a video trashing. The
Right,
Right.
right.
I
And
guess-
and I don't want Rainie to get in trouble because
Rainie, yeah.
she let me,
Yeah.
do this today,
episode. She's
and
awesome.
then-
Whose
and then
idea was
It was
this?
Jonathan.
It was mine.
It was definitely Jonathan's. He texted me and said,
Nice.
"Would you want to drink a gallon?" And I said, "Of course."
Jonathan said, I've been waiting all year for my chance in the big boy seat.
And I'm gonna, make Miles, excuse me, shit himself.
I've been
That
plotting
part was
this
a little
for
close.
years.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Plotting this.
Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to do it, but I've been too scared. So I figured, what's the best way to do it? I could do it through proxy.
Yeah.
Your
Here's my-
avatar.
Here's
Yeah.
my worry about vomiting. I'll vomit,
Yeah.
and then the day will be shot,
Well,
or will I vomit and be fine?
It doesn't seem like the Google result that Zach read would make you be fine.
Well, let's see.
It said that you were going to vomit and shit profusely.
no, well, it could be
But not from a half gallon.
No, not from a half.
It
gallon.
could be a boot and scoot.
I feel like
Yeah.
I could do it.
a
If
puke
I,
and rally.
if I get to half, I'll consider that a big win
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, did you know that this was made popular from the MTV series Jackass?
I believe
I'm
it.
sorry, we're not at the fun fact yet.
I believe.
Sorry, we are not at Trivia 2.
yeah. Do you want to be at trivia too? Do we want to do we want to round
I
up?
think I got to take one big gulp.
One big gulp.
and you just get another goblet and pour yourself a few on deck glasses so we can get to the next segment.
For those wondering, this is the first sip Miles has taken since we last talked about
That's right.
before. And that
Yeah.
was a gingerly, your tea is hot and you're taking a little skim off the top.
Yeah.
Honestly,
took
that
a-
bigger sip?
No, I thought you took a pretty decent sip.
I think that, and honestly,
doing
the
great.
taste of milk refreshed me
Guys,
greatly.
there's a milk chugging Wikipedia page.
About how to do it.
milk
Any
chugging,
tips?
milk chugging, or the
fatalities?
gallon challenge, or milk challenge is the quote sport end quote of consuming a large amount of milk within a set period of time.
Miles, you're an athlete.
I'm an athlete, guys. I always looking for my sport.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever died from the gallon challenge? That's kind of what I want to know.
Died? I doubt it. Well,
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I guess.
Do you think
Yeah.
we can enter the annals of Wikipedia history?
if Miles dies on this podcast, we will definitely go down in history for something.
Yeah, Wikipedia will write about
Well,
it.
there's
Yeah.
just legacy. There's rule. Oh, guys, there's a rules entry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
hear
This
the
is
rules.
important. We
See,
just
what are the
started
rules?
here.
Yeah.
Are you breaking the rules?
There are 3 rules.
Okay.
And one's been called the gallon challenge, though there are some minor variations that exist.
Uh-huh.
The contestant has 1 hour to
Yep.
drink 1 gallon of milk. Great.
So it is an hour.
Yeah.
Specifications of the milk vary or unspecified. Cool.
Huh?
Should the contestant finish the gallon, this is all direct quotes. I don't want you to think I'm plagiarizing. I'm
Okay.
citing my sources.
Yep.
Should the contestant finish the gallon within that hour, they must retain the gallon for a set period. Okay, so you can't just chug, and then spit it out. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
So we'll do a second podcast right after this,
Yeah.
after the milk.
Well, basically,
Retaining.
it's
Retaining.
within the hour, it's
Uh-huh.
got to stay within you.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
if you
okay.
time it out that you chug the rest of it in the last 60 seconds,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
if you
Oh.
cross
And
that
then
hour and
retain.
then puke, you did
Oh,
it.
I see.
I think
Okay,
then you're
thought it was
fine.
an extra 60
And
after.
this
Okay.
third rule is huge.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Retain the gallon, you win. If you vomit prior to the set period ending, you lose.
Well,
But it
yeah,
says
yeah.
nothing about shitting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you think you found a loophole because you think that Miles' digestive system works on a 30-minute cycle?
I actually do think I could shut this out.
It's got to be at least 2% fat content. Skimmed milk doesn't count.
Trust me. Skim
It
is not
is.
allowed. See?
Yeah, skim's not allowed.
It's basically
But
water.
whole is probably not recommended
No.
because it's extra fat.
Why is it there's 6% milk?
I don't know.
I believe actually we've thought about this before.
Yeah.
Whole milk. It's
Well,
not.
it's like 8.
No, but it's not that it's 2% is half of whole, but it's called 2% because milk is not 100% cream.
That's crazy.
So it's like that. That's why it's like milk. So it's 2% of the milk fat instead of whatever it would be, which I think is 4 or 5%, which is whole. Because there's other stuff that's not milk fat.
Yeah, a lot more math happening.
30 minutes. We're halfway through.
We're halfway there, folks. We are halfway there.
I want to chug it. I do.
Yeah, then do it.
Okay.
I'm not bullying him.
Take at
For
least
the record, I'm not bullying
a hearty, like you just were running a race and this is a glass of water that somebody gave
And then
you.
when you finish, go.
Yeah. He's doing
squirreling.
the Zach method. Yeah. There we go. He's
And by the
squirreled.
way, he's hugging a pillow
Yeah.
for support, and one little driblet
one
of milk
drop of
got on
milk.
it, which
Yeah.
means that pillow's now going to be
Disgusting.
foul smelling.
Yeah.
Well, you doing okay, buddy?
You do look sick. You look like a sick old lady.
There's it's starting to
Yeah. You look
starting to
like
get to me. There's something about it.
Well, you have an acai bowl on the way.
Oh,
Oh, we think the
Yummy.
empanadas are here? I would love to eat empanadas while he keeps drinking milk.
I gotta say, there's something about the milk is starting to sour in my mouth.
Yes.
You know when you have a lot of milk?
You think that's real, or is that psychosomatic? Like, there's no way that it's actually the trace amount of milk is
no
souring.
But it's that the aftertaste is curdling on my tongue.
I think the more that you say that, the more that your mind is going to believe that. So why don't we positive think here
Yeah.
and say that it's dancing atop your taste
What if we
buds?
just
It's
stop
tap dancing.
talking about the milk?
Yeah, I agree.
Not gonna be easier.
Yeah, just
I
talk
think
about
so.
other stuff, and you just drink the milk casually.
Totally.
Because it's not about the milk.
So what's
right.
up?
Well, literally everything I planned was about the milk. So we're gonna have to go off script
We're almost
here.
at trivia
We,
too.
uh,
We're almost
yeah.
there.
Maybe you can just replace the word. What word would make you feel like you could do it?
I think if I got a bunch of exercise right now,
You think
Oh,
if
you should do jumping jack.
exercise?
Do you
shake
want to
me
do
up.
push-up
You know-
break?
Well, so Keith, you're saying about it's going to heat up in my tummy.
Yeah, it's becoming your body temperature right now.
So you guys have never attempted the gallon challenge?
No, because I've seen what happens, and I also don't like vomiting.
It's scary.
I've never vomited from an Eat the Menu because I do those over the course of 5 hours.
Yeah. Sometimes I think about my enemies vomiting.
And
It makes me feel much better.
I've felt close to vomiting for sure. I remember the
On Eat the Menu?
dumpling video. I really felt like I could have, but
The
I
400
I
dumpling?
didn't.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
back up.
Do you genuinely think about your enemies vomiting?
Yeah, sometimes.
Tell me.
Like I'll be like, because it's so humiliating, or having food poisoning, like shitting yourself and vomiting at the same time. Sometimes if there's someone I'm intimidated by, or I'm like that person's an enemy of mine, I'll imagine them shitting out both ends, and I'll just be like, yeah, they're.
In how much
too.
detail do you visualize this?
Like, just sort of like firing out both ends. And I'll be like, yeah, they're human just like me. It's funny to think about celebrities doing this too, like someone that has a lot of stature.
It's true.
We can
man.
bleep, but who's the last person you imagined projectile shitting?
My high school bully, maybe. That's not true. Sometimes I actually imagine like powerful celebrities
I
shitting
think
up
like
both
Elon
ends.
Musk.
Yeah,
Just
Elon Musk
shitting
just
and
being like
vomiting.
sending a
Yeah.
nasty like racist tweet, and then
Yeah.
him just being like,
You ever
So
imagine
foul.
one of us?
no.
Why would you?
I wouldn't imagine one of you shitting and pissing yourself out of your holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the last enemy?
Who's the last enemy?
Yeah, sometimes there's
enemies.
people that I might be intimidated by, or like people I might be like, oh, I want to be even friends with that person, but they're an intimidating presence.
Oh yeah.
Can
I'll
you all
imagine them
even
shitting
think
themselves.
right now of someone you consider an enemy?
Yes.
Yeah, I can think of a couple.
Absolutely.
But
I can
like,
think of some.
what an enemy where like you
I've-
would do something to them if
No.
you saw them, like
Oh,
hurt them.
Yes.
I think if I
Hurt?
saw my high
Well,
school
for legal
bully, I
reasons.
wouldn't hurt them, but I would like
I would read them to filth, perhaps.
maybe. Perhaps.
Here's my fantasy,
Oh,
and I've had this
fantasy.
fantasy.
Is this the nurse one or it's
No, I told you that
Sydney
in
Sweeney
private.
or-
I told you that in private.
sorry?
It
It's
is.
Sydney Sweeney.
I
As a
see,
nurse, right?
I see the person who wronged me.
And your like dick is broken.
I mix it. You're blending fantasies. I see the person who wronged me.
Yeah,
I go to get a cup of coffee.
gun.
I walk up, very friendly, make a big, hey, good to see you. Oh, I trip. I fall. I spill the coffee all over them.
Oh, no.
And I get, oh no, let me help you. I get real close up to pat them down. And then I get close and I say, you pathetic fucking loser. You suck. And then I Then I leave.
That's
Very
your fantasy.
intense.
Very specific.
And it ruins their shirt.
Yeah.
I might.
Well,
And their
speaking of
pants.
hot liquids, I'm going to go to the next trivia question. 'Cause
Please.
It's actually not
Peter.
about the M word. It's about
Mommy?
something else. No, Zach.
Miles.
So, the heating process used to treat milk, is
Pasteurization.
known as pasteurization. That's not the question. It's named after
It's
Louis
named after a
Pasteur.
guy.
It's named after Louis Pasteur.
I love that.
But he did not use this process on milk. It was used on milk later
Piss.
and then given his name.
Cheese.
What did he use it on?
Piss.
Piss.
Those are your actual answers?
Yeah.
It's not a multiple choice. This is whoever gets the right.
What would
It's
first.
gotta be bread.
It could be yogurt.
So pasteurization, it's the process of heating something to a point,
Yeah.
to the point of killing the,
Right.
the
To
bad
kill-
bacteria.
Yeah.
Jizz. No, what could it be?
It must be a
Honey?
I'll give you a hint.
No.
I'll give you a hint. He was French.
Yeah.
Croissant.
cheese. I'm gonna assume it's cheese,
Cheese is a great guess.
like brie or something. But
I'm
it's not
thinking it's
brie.
gotta be
The
French.
thing is,
fry.
though, the French they eat unpasteurized cheese all ding dang goddamn time.
Yeah, but maybe it was like, this
What
is killing
don't they?
Americans.
well, because there's isn't there
Wine?
baked brie? Is that a thing?
That's not
Are
pasteurization.
cheeses baked?
I'll give you guys another
They
hint.
get
It's a
baked
liquid.
For fun, it's a liquid, so maybe it's a
It's
wine.
gotta be piss.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's wine.
Dang.
Keith wins the second prize.
I raised my hand.
Are you ready?
I
I'm
raised
ready.
my hand.
But he said it. He
He
said
didn't
it.
say the
We
raise your
didn't-
hand rules.
I was gonna
I'm
guess
ready.
Your
beer.
prize
Yes.
is a Sharpie.
Let's go!
Keith is rich over here.
Sharpie and a
Draw,
bouncy
draw,
ball
the
on
bouncy
an
ball.
adventure. Sharpie and a bouncy ball on an adventure. I'm gonna put a smiley face on him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gonna just
Hell yeah.
take a quick bathroom.
Okay, Miles is.
Well, here's the
gonna-
thing.
yeah.
How do we know you're not vomiting?
Oh.
Also,
You got to vlog yourself.
Oh, Miles, are you okay, buddy?
yeah, just a little burp happened. Burps happen.
Burps, especially in this room.
I didn't know that pasteurization applied to wine.
Yeah, okay, so I have a little more info on this.
Okay,
So,
here we go.
go,
this
dude.
is from the Encyclopedia Britannica. In 1863, at the request of the Emperor of France, Napoleon III, Nepo baby, Pasteur studied wine contamination and showed it to be caused by microbes. To prevent contamination, Pasteur used a simple procedure. He heated the wine to 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, a process now known as pasteurization. And this procedure effectively saved the wine and beer industries of France at the time. Because they had so many problems associated with the production and contamination that occurred during export.
That's crazy.
But now they don't really pasteurize wine because it kills the organisms that
The
let it
tannins.
age.
Yeah, because well now when you make because a lot of people do like home brewing stuff.
Yeah.
You just have to have your shit as clean as you unbelievably clean.
Yeah.
And so now just manufacturing facilities are really, really clean so they don't have to pasteurize because they aren't even letting bacteria enter
Cool.
at any point.
Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
Our whistle's clean.
I feel like
Not
no.
mine.
Yeah, you blow into it.
Not my fucking whistles.
What a weird. Why do they say that?
Maybe because the sound, because the air flows through it. I guess this kind of whistle's clean.
I used to whistle so much as a kid that my parents had to be like, "You have to fucking cut it out."
I was a similar. I similarly also was like, "Hey, you guys want to hear me count to 100?" And my parents were like, "No."
Yeah, I think we're all set.
But I can prove I can do it. Like we know you can do it.
Whenever I would tell a story, my parents would say, "Get to the point."
That's funny.
Yeah,
It's because you just sort of meander.
uh-huh.
Still kind of like that.
And it is. You said that you were going to the bathroom, but here you are, soldiering on.
You're afraid that you
Soldiering
can't
on.
walk without
It passed. I
shitting.
think I
Yeah.
can't walk
Yet
without
she
shitting.
persisted.
I think I'm gonna down this fucking
Yep.
puppy, take a shit, down another glass, and call it a day.
I think that's a great
All right.
plan.
What
Yeah.
time is it? What time are we?
You're at 39 minutes.
Oh, easy.
glug glug
Okay,
glug glug
he's-
glug
he's-
glug glug
he's
glug
chugging the
glug.
goblet.
He tried to chug. It didn't happen. He's shaking his
Oh,
head.
no,
At
no.
this point, we're concerned.
Might want to take the lid off the
Miles,
trash
what's
can just
happening?
preemptively.
No.
Hey, we want to splash on
No.
Why
Hey,
no?
I've never been happier that I sit on this side of the podcast studio.
Why
this is
no?
a great place for me to be.
It's sort of yeah, it's thick and it's sort of, it feels like sometimes when you eat something like this, my stomach started here,
Uh-huh.
and now my stomach is right here.
It's
Yeah,
up
oh,
to
man.
your
So I'm
gullet.
swallowing the milk and it's going right here.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
in
gonna
your
have to-
esophagus.
Yeah.
Do the unbutton the pants
Ooh.
thing.
Yeah, take a
Oh,
pants
that's not
off.
a bad idea.
That wasn't a suggestion.
I think actually, I think you should stand up.
Oh, that is Oh, I could definitely do the gallon.
I think you should stand up. think you should stand up and let gravity maybe flush some of the liquid out of your stomach.
That's not a bad idea, Keith.
Okay, Miles
Stand up and see if I shit. I can't stand up with my pants on.
His pants are very
I
unbuttoned
wish your
and
pants had
unzipped.
fallen down. What a classic.
All right.
Now, I wouldn't shake yourself around a ton. I would,
Ooh.
Maybe don't bend over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the mic up.
All right.
How do you feel now that you're standing?
Nauseous.
It's kind of a proud family situation now where your head is just kind of cut off and but maybe for the best because you do kind of
You look
look
gaunt.
you do look like a cartoon character when they're sick and they
It's
kind
kind
of
of-
turn green.
Honestly, okay. It's sort of what some women do during pregnancy. They kind of lean against the chair.
Yeah, you kind of get it now.
I get it. Hey, Kaylin.
Kaylin has walked back in the room and she's aghast.
Kaylin, I gotta let you know, I'm doing awesome.
You didn't even drink that much more.
How fucking dare you?
He actually did drink a
How
lot more.
fucking dare you? I have almost drank in 64 ounces of milk. This and then one more glass, 64 ounces. That's a half gallon.
Yeah, but it's
No. Am I okay? No. I'm not okay. I almost shit myself.
I'm starting to think I'm not getting a little vegan treat today.
Yeah.
It might not happen.
Okay.
It might not happen.
If I could take some of your pain right now, I would.
Take the pain away.
I want to see you succeed, and it hurts me to not be able to help, but I can't drink any of that. He just chugged a lot.
God.
And he's spitting it back. He's
No,
thinking
don't
about
make
it.
him laugh.
He's
Just let him take.
He's swirling. in his
Everybody
mouth.
just chill out.
and
Everybody just chill out.
and he's centering. He's
chill.
controlling his
He's got this.
breathing.
He's got this.
His eyes are closed. Yes,
Wow,
Miles. You are a hero.
Wow.
Wow.
42,
hero we need, not
we're at
the one we
42
deserve.
minutes, and
Like,
he is nowhere
pouring-
near the gallon, but he is going to get to that.
Okay.
Wow. That is.
So I've got to finish that, and then that's a half gallon.
That was such a
Wow.
huge pour, and it barely made a dent in the gallon. That sucks.
See, this is the danger zone
Yeah.
right here. Because, there's no goddamn way I'm going to finish it. But if I can finish this glass, that's a half a gallon. I'll feel good.
That's a
think
victory. That's a
pretty
W.
impressive.
And that pour just brought us to trivia number 2.
Which we just did.
Which we just did,
But-
and I won.
And he did, but
That's my
if we
smiley
want,
bowl.
I can go ahead and do trivia number 3.
I think we should.
think we should.
Okay. Trivia
Milk
number
trivia.
3.
I'm
All
going
right.
for a three-peat.
The third and final for the grand prize.
Miles is like a
Grand
toddler
pro- hold
that's left up awake past his bedtime.
His belly's out.
Belly
I
is
get that.
so-
We
so
should give you
full.
something cold for your belly.
Oh, yeah. Can we keep the milk cold in there?
Yeah.
Can I get an ice pack?
Just bring us some ice.
If not, just some loose
frozen
ice
pea.
in your
Put an ice pack
hands.
in my pants.
in a bowl, maybe.
All right. So for the grand prize,
Okay.
which state produces the most milk? This is a multiple choice. Here are your options.
Okay.
A, Wisconsin. B, California.
California.
C, Texas. Or D, Idaho.
I couldn't
Oh,
understand.
damn.
What's the question?
Idaho's got a lot of land with nobody on
Which
it.
state produces the
So does
most
California.
delicious milk?
Okay. So I was thinking one of the I's. I was
Okay.
thinking Iowa,
Uh-huh.
Idaho.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, the lid of the trash can is coming off.
the trash can is
The lid of the trash can is off.
Just
Kaylin is back with the ice.
What the fuck is this, Kaylin?
Okay,
What
here.
the hell is
Here,
this?
put it in this.
Put it
I've
in
got
the
a little
bag.
bag. Got a
Wow,
little
Jonathan
bag.
just had the. There we go. Yeah, let's
We'll,
put the
we'll
whole
keep
thing in.
we'll keep the spoon there too.
I bet it is cold. And here's some,
I took
here's
the-
some
I
ice
think-
cream if you want to
Yeah,
trade.
yeah. If
Here's
you get
some
hungry,
ice cream
Miles.
garden.
Black cherry sorbet as well.
That ice cream carton looks like it's got pad thai in it to me. You know, like, does it look like?
Oh,
Does that feel better?
this feels so good.
Is the ice on the belly good?
I think the ice on
Put
the
it under
belly's-
the shirt, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So again, the
Do you
options,
think if he did a cold plunge during this?
Oh,
That would help.
vomit in the cold plunge.
And then you'd never be able to get out of it. You start shitting in it too, I think.
That is such a foul image.
I don't know.
Here's the thing is that if he vomits, he's going to vomit at me.
Yeah.
He's going to aim for the trash can. It's going to hit
Can we,
me.
like-
Zach, do you
Zach,
want
you
to
wanna
move to the
abandon
other?
it?
All right, is that microphone
It's
ready
hot,
to go?
it's
I want a
hot.
better view of Miles.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I don't
abandoning
know
you.
that I'm gonna vomit. It's very possible, but I'm very well will shit my pants.
Let me just adjust your camera real
I
quick.
got you. Okay.
Oh man. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna mull over those options. It was California, Wisconsin, Idaho, and Texas.
Idaho.
I think it's
Okay.
California still because we always talk about how happy our cows are, and if we're marketing that heavily, we must have the budget.
Well, you said most delicious milk.
Well, no, I said the most. Well, all milk is delicious, Miles.
I
As
thought
you can
said,
see.
Sorry, I swear to God, you said the most delicious milk.
No. No,
Play the tape back.
no, I did say. I said. I meant it in terms of all milk being delicious. The actual question.
most
I have it in
Delicious
writing,
milk.
All right.
and it is which state produces the most milk.
Are you sure you said it right?
The first time, absolutely. The second time, I don't know. It's crazy.
What's your answer going to be, Miles?
Yeah, Miles? What do you got?
It's got to be Idaho.
Okay, we got Idaho. Jack.
Idaho.
Jack's going Idaho.
I'm going with
Keith.
California, but I also think Texas is as strong.
Texas is a
Okay.
good answer.
Okay, so final answer, California.
Yeah.
But my thing though
Yeah.
is that the cows that they raise for the steak different than the cows that they raise for the milk.
I believe so. Yes.
And so I think the Texas is for the steak and the Idaho
right.
is for the milk.
for the milk.
I think.
Okay.
Doesn't Idaho also make steak?
They make potatoes.
They do that for sure. And what
For
goes
sure.
well with potatoes? Actually, milk is good for potatoes, and so
That's
is
a good
steak.
point.
I
Yeah.
put milk in my potatoes all the time.
Okay. All right. We're,
Jonathan, what's your guess?
we're locking it in. Well, I my initial guess when I looked this up was wrong.
Okay, so what was your guess?
I'm not going to say.
Well,
we'll give
we're
it
locked
away.
in.
I'm going to give it away. Okay.
Wisconsin
answer-
does have a
What
lot
was your
of-
guess?
My guess was Wisconsin. And
You
it's
fool.
it's not Wisconsin.
You fool. We
But
all knew
everyone's
that.
still in the running.
Okay.
The answer for the grand prize is California. Keith, the three-peat. The three-peat. And Keith, here's your prize.
Oh, it's in your pocket.
$30.
Holy shit.
Dude, that's huge.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That is a big prize.
This is
By the way,
huge.
It is from the company. It's on the
and
company for the company.
Honestly, it's okay because I have a tab right now at the company, so I'll just tell Devin she can take $30 off of it. Because anytime we need petty cash, it's just my money because I'm
so
the only
funny.
one who has cash.
No
so
one has
anytime we're like,
cash.
oh, we need to tip this person because they comped our meal for this shoot. I'm like, okay, well, Keith probably has a couple $100 on him, and then I do. So now I've got $30.
We
Wow.
did a
Your local
shoot
Keiths.
yesterday, and it was a poker shoot, and they gave us cash. And at the end, I divvied up the cash to the poker chips. And then Nick was like, "Did you take the prop cash?" And I was like, "I thought it was our winnings." And he was like, "No, you get paid to do this." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll bring back the dollars that I took."
Bring back the fake counterfeit money so you don't go to jail.
It was very funny.
Oh man. Yeah, no. California was number 1. Wisconsin was number 2.
dang.
Beyond that, I don't know. But it was really funny when I was researching this. There was a lot of articles from like Wisconsin publications, basically saying like, "Guys, we dropped the ball."
Whoa.
They're like, Wisconsin is. Because I think at one point Wisconsin was. Don't quote me on that. But judging by them, Keith is designing. He's got a little
I
collage
got my
going
prize
here. His
shelf.
prizes. And yeah,
Miles is breathing heavily. He has yet to take a sip from his new chalice.
No, I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You said that
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, and we
And
gave
it's not to
permission.
vomit.
Oh, well,
here's the thing.
You've got to come back within 11 minutes.
I'm wondering if we pause the time.
No, that's not the rules.
yeah. No, we're not pausing the time.
Okay, Miles, if you go to the bathroom, you have to run, squirt.
If I run, I will shit my pants.
Okay, take your time.
You got to squirt
But
and
go.
get back here.
Okay. Godspeed, Miles. Oh, he is
After you
having
shit,
a trouble
wash your
standing
hands,
up.
and then
Yeah,
can I
yes,
have some
please.
empanadas?
This is kind of cute. You guys are like same siding it now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just-
How does it feel? Is the
Yeah, how
energy
do you
different?
like it on this side?
I do like it every now. I claimed that chair because I thought it was the nice softest for my lower back, but this one has a nice scoop to it.
It definitely is. They're all recliny,
Mhm.
and this one's really recliny, but I've gotten accustomed to it.
Yeah. So did you guys grow up drinking milk? A lot?
I drank a lot of milk growing
Yeah.
up, and it was definitely hurting my tummy, and I didn't understand.
Yeah. When did you realize that you were lactose intolerant?
College, right
College.
after college, maybe.
Okay. Was there
I
an
would-
incident in particular that
No, I just finally put one and one together.
finally?
I would say, you know what it was? It was I think it was most obvious to me after college because we had this restaurant we went to called Cheesy's in Chicago, and it was a grilled cheese restaurant. And
Okay.
they made a bunch of really delicious grilled cheese. They also did pizza. But I would get this grilled cheese sandwich called the Melt, which was
Ooh.
like pulled chicken in a cheese sauce with like tomato and something else, and then it was in between buttered fried bread, or like, so it was like a grilled cheese, but with chicken and pesto and other stuff. So it was very, very creamy. It was so good. And I would have it every Sunday night. But also I would be drinking because we'd be doing a show. We did a show. I'd have a bunch of beer. I'd have a big old cheesy sandwich. And then, I would be farting like crazy all night. And then I'd shit my brains out in the morning. But I always said, it's like, well, it's because I'm drinking. It's the day after drinking shits.
Right.
But then one time I had the sandwich without drinking and had the exact same experience. And I was like, it's the sandwich.
Oh, man.
And it was crushing because it was so delicious to me.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Yeah. The problem is I would eat most of my dairy, like in college and beyond. I'd have the heaviest dairy stuff, pizza, calzones, grilled cheese when drinking.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it's the drinking. That's why my tummy hurts.
Oh, right.
And then I would remove the element once and saw that. And it probably still also was the drinking.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't help.
The drinking definitely makes you poop bad because I'll sometimes now drink and not eat cheese and still poop bad.
Yeah.
But now I just drink less in general now, so I poop bad a little bit less.
It's crazy how quickly hangovers you can kind of fall off the hangover cliff of like early 20s. Like I could drink like crazy. Wake up the next morning, boom, fine. I have like 2 drinks now. I wake up, I'm like, oh, I feel a little. Oh,
if I take an edible too late the next morning, I'm like,
you're still high.
What's
I
going
know.
on?
I'm so it's like trying to wake up like.
Oh my god.
Scare the hell out of us
You
with that
just
entrance.
Kramer entered.
Did you feel better?
How do you feel, Miles? What happened?
Normal poop.
Oh,
Feeling incredible.
made room though.
Your timer stopped.
Oh wait, it just hit the wrong one.
No.
Still
We're still going. You got 8 minutes.
Done.
Yeah. 7.5.
You seem great.
I rallied.
You got
Miles
a new lease on
full-on
life.
Kramered into the room.
I was worried it was going to be die.
Yeah,
It was not.
it was not.
First of all, it will be
Well,
later.
I don't know about that. Because I think that I'm built a little bit different.
It'll be a shotgun
You're built
blast.
Ford tough.
I'm built Ford tough.
So, okay, go ahead, take a sip.
And I think as you're taking that sip, now that you have this new lease on life, maybe you could give folks some advice on their lives.
True, it
There
is.
he goes. Pursed lips. Sip off the top.
How does that taste?
I finish this, it'll be a half gallon, right? What's my time?
You're at 53 minutes and 17 seconds.
And you know what? I'll say this. If you finish that goblet, everyone gets a little vegan treat.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I can do that. That's no problem.
Do it for the
I can't believe I got $30.
Because that's once I finish this, 64, that's half gallon.
Oh, it was $30 in case all of us got it right. We would each have gotten $10.
That's correct.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
What if 2 people had gotten it right? That would have.
I would have kept the 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world would have never known.
Rip the 10 in
no.
half and hand you 1/2 to each guy.
Okay, the way he's sipping this, it's almost like he dipped his nose into the chalice.
He's working hard. Don't make him laugh. We got to help him. We have to help him. No
Yeah.
laughter milk.
We got to go into NPR.
delicious, creamy milk.
I feel like I most encounter milk in big milk events at the county fair, which are typically late summer and fall.
Mhm.
Have you ever been to like a fair where they just have free milk? A lot of fairs just have free milk.
Free?
No.
Like that's the thing.
Wow.
Or it's like a quarter for unlimited milk.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they're milking it there, and it goes, and they'll have like they'll show the pasteurization, and then like they'll show the whole milk process, and then they have milk you can just drink. And I don't know if that milk's actually coming from the cows behind, or if they just have bought milk and they're just showing me, because I think there's time that I don't know. I don't know enough about milk, but I would know more if I went to another county fair. I haven't been to one in a while.
Well, I have a memory of going to the North Carolina State Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Big.
Milking a cow there.
You milked
You
one.
milked a cow?
Yeah. Yeah,
Was
I
it-
wasn't very good at it.
Was it fun? Like, does it feel fun?
I was like really intimidated.
We did it.
I
You
didn't
have to be good
I
at
didn't
it.
have a good
I didn't
time.
do it.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't have a good time. I was kind of like, I don't like this. I don't like touching
It's
this.
too
And
difficult.
I couldn't really get the milk out, and
Yeah,
then
it's
felt
hard. It's-
like I failed because of it.
You
and
liked
yeah.
it?
I feel like I'd be a natural.
I think you would be too. You're good at squeezing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think your hands are too big, Miles.
Oh, yeah?
Mine are just right. I got milking hands.
I feel like my big hands would help milk it just right.
No.
Well, you don't even use your
Okay.
whole hands. You use your thumb and your forefinger mainly, because you're like think of it like
You're like
a
squeezing
bunch
it.
of little liquid toothpaste things, and you're just moving it down. And so you don't.
Oh, that's
you aren't,
kind of
you aren't
gross, and I don't like
squeezing
it.
You're squeezing it down.
Right.
So you're squeezing down.
Ugh.
This is exactly what Miles wants to hear right
Well,
now.
I like to hear where this came from.
And a sip, sip,
Another
sip.
sip.
I'm curious,
Yeah.
how does the milk taste now compared to the beginning of the episode?
Delicious, creamy, and natural.
Every time you go to drink it, it's clear in your mind. You're like, I'm gonna chug this whole glass. And you put it in your mouth. You're like, nope.
Yeah, every
nope,
time
nope.
it hits my lips, I'm sort of giving up on the idea of what I
You're
was
like,
supposed to
okay,
do.
here we freaking go. No.
I do think I've had a good consistency of drinking a little bit over the whole course of the day. And by that, I mean the hour.
I think if you had a day to drink the milk, you absolutely could.
Oh, I could, by the way.
Yeah.
Take this home with you.
I have almost demolished. I have almost demolished a gallon of milk at my home
Right.
Okay.
over the course of a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cereal.
Right.
Bang.
Yeah.
Milkshake. Do you think if
Milkshake,
you've been
bang.
adding cereal to this, it would have helped?
I make,
I was wondering that.
I make smoothies with milk every day.
With what else in it?
Yeah. What else?
Just milk.
Lucky Charms and
the milk in the
there
blender.
and just blend it up.
Whip it up.
Give it a little
No,
thickness.
milk, avocado, frozen avocado, frozen spinach, frozen mango, frozen banana, protein powder, yogurt.
Damn. Okay.
Yogurt.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of dairy.
Yeah, the
Yogurt.
protein.
Because, yogurt, protein, and that tang.
That tang.
Yeah.
Probiotic
Tang.
Texture. So you got any advice or
Lifted the glass for a sip, looked at it, went, and put it back down.
It's hard to fathom having the last little bit of it. Advice that'll go for miles. What the fuck is up, Miles Nation?
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go! It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
You only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh my God, he's doing it. He's chugging.
chugging.
He tried. He chugged for a second.
He's almost there.
Shaking
Almost
his
there.
head no.
You are gonna want.
I just want you to be able to capture your own time.
Okay, hang on.
We usually edit a couple minutes out. We could give him a
here we
bonus.
go,
I
here we
already,
go.
I already gave him a minute grace period at the top.
Okay, here we go. 2 minutes left, and I gotta chug this. And I also gotta think of advice.
You have the whole rest of the gallon.
And is that line currently at the exact line, or could you pour some back in?
This is it's at the line.
Okay.
Oh,
Must be above the line, actually.
You got this. You got this.
Got a minute and a half left now.
It's so fun, but I also feel so bad.
The advice?
This might be a tripod first. No advice.
Maybe it's
No,
maybe
you know
just
the
don't
advice
drink
is?
a gallon of milk.
The advice is turn on a little bit of jazz, coffee shop jazz with rain in the background.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
nice.
That's lovely.
Yesterday, after Julian went to bed,
A
Keith,
minute
Keith, what do we
10.
have?
you're gonna want
we
to
got a minute
turn on
and 10?
a
Okay,
coffee
yeah, yeah.
shop
Minute
jazz
5.
with rain in the background.
1 minute.
A little bit of
Okay.
rain, a little bit of jazz.
Exactly
Okay.
1 minute left.
We're under a minute.
It's tough because I'm at a point where I know that if I drink the rest of this, I do feel like I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah.
But I'm so close.
You're so close. You gave us advice, so
Okay,
vegan
just
treats are
burped,
going to happen.
Made room.
Oh.
Oh God.
What if you just put it in your mouth and then spit it in the garbage at the minute mark?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if the comments allow it. But look at him
He's
go. Look at him
chugging,
go.
He's chugging. He's
Wow,
chugging.
he's chugging.
He
Did he
chugged
hit it?
the whole cup
Whoa.
and time with 33 seconds
He's
remaining.
got to hold it in for 30 more seconds.
Wow.
I like just 30.
Yeah.
Miles, incredible. How do you feel?
Horrible. Well, I feel milky. Definitely.
Wow. He
Feel a little bit like if a gust of wind hits me in the wrong way, I'm gonna shit my pants and vomit everywhere.
you know what might help with that? A little vegan treat.
Let's go,
Let's get the vegan
guys.
treats out. At 2, 1.
He halfway did it.
You did it.
Oh my god. Okay, half gallon.
The half gallon challenge, exactly what we set out to do.
And a little vegan treat for everyone.
Oh my gosh,
these
this
are
is
real
an
treats.
actual vegan treat.
I want the
What
plainest
is,
one.
is this a pistachio?
That was a mistake.
Oh, you should just smell this. I bet that'll make you vomit.
I
It's just so
bet
sweet.
it will. Give me that smells. Give me that smells. Hang on, let me just smell it.
Where's this from?
From a place
yummy.
in North Hollywood.
Bonut?
whose- No, it's.
These are
I
definitely
already
the,
gave the receipt to Devin. I'll write it on the screen.
it's
right now.
oh no, it's not the matcha one. Or not the matcha.
Actually, I
the
realize
mochi.
I'm not having sugar right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You cut it out, Keith. Brave of you, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, the donut, no problem.
Yeah, because it's not the same thing.
Just kind of opened up more room. Let's have more milk. Miles, I want you to know.
Yeah.
You did that milk challenge not just for you.
It was for everyone.
You
out
did
there.
it for us.
I did it for you guys too.
I'm holding this little vegan treat thanks to you.
Yeah, and jury's out on if I'm gonna vom. I think
Yeah.
it sort of is like I feel okay, but the idea of doing what because it's deceiving. You look at this and you think, I guess that is halfway, but it's more than half the height.
It looks like you're 60% in. You
But
can just
I'm not.
finish it.
But it's not.
We
It's
we
not.
did promise uncensored VomCon over on the Patreon,
You
so
mean
I am
vomit for
going
the
to
con?
need you to.
Vomit for the streamer. I feel proud that I've done what I've done, and I think that. It sort of is. It's sort of like 50-50 on if I vom.
Wow.
Well, you got to keep us posted.
Mentally, if it was a half gallon,
Yeah.
I could have done it.
Yeah.
Well,
but
you
it was
did.
that-
You did.
If I know I did, but I'm saying if it was in the jar of a half gallon,
Yeah.
Right.
then I would have been like, I can do this, no problem.
Right.
There was something about seeing all.
you just looked at it and froze. Your eyes.
Yeah, a lot going on in my sort of stomach right
There's
now.
clearly a lot of mental.
There's a lot of mental math going on. It's sort of me doing predictions on whether if I keep talking, I will leak vomit out of my mouth.
It's amazing how the visuals of the milk is affecting you. Because you're fine until you look at it.
It's almost like I'm fine until I feel just sort of like a, and then I get to
Oh, Keith's grabbing the milk. Keith's grabbing the milk.
What, are you gonna chug it?
No.
He's just gonna.
Oh yeah,
he's-
so I don't see it as much.
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
just like just like it's almost the end of the podcast. I
Yeah.
just wanna-
Oh,
Oh my god, that was so scary. Oh my god, that was so scary.
Miles just sneezed, and we all just fully clenched. We were,
You think I was vomiting?
I
Of
think
course, I thought you were vomiting.
Miles-
You suddenly lurched forward with your mouth open as I sloshed the milk in front of you. I thought I had done it.
I just want to try a little test for science here. So I'm now holding the gallon.
Oh my god.
You gotta stop. Honestly, the shaking of it, I'm thinking of that equivalent in my that amount
You
is
have
in
this
my,
much in you right now.
that much milk.
And it's heavy.
Wait, that is crazy to think about.
Well, Miles, you are a legend, and no one can take away the fact that you drank half a gallon of milk in an hour. And we're gonna get out of here before anything terrible happens. Keith, why don't you hit us with the official tripod theme song?
Hold on.
Well,
hold on, I got it.
fuck! I fucked that
got-
up. Can you hit us with the official tripod theme song?
A gallon of milk weighs about 8.6 pounds, which means Miles has 4.3 pounds of milk in him. It's the tripod.
Have a good ass week.
Holy shit.